Over 60? Drink this to increase blood flow in legs fast. Senior health tips. It's a stark reality that as we age, particularly past the age of 60, our bodies undergo significant changes. And one of the most impactful yet often overlooked is the decline in circulation. This diminished blood flow isn't just a minor inconvenience. It dramatically increases the risk of falls, a serious concern for seniors. In fact, poor circulation can triple your fall risk after 60. However, what's often not discussed or perhaps even understood is the power of simple, natural interventions to combat this decline. There exists a specific beverage that, surprisingly, can initiate a reversal of this circulatory damage in mere hours. We're not talking about days or weeks of gradual improvement, but a tangible shift within a single day. Imagine the sensation of warmth returning to feet and legs that have felt perpetually cold and numb, or the cessation of that incessant tingling that disrupts sleep and daily comfort. Within 24 hours of consuming this particular drink, you can expect to witness these positive changes unfolding within your legs. To provide clarity and empower your choices, all 10 commonly considered circulation-boosting drinks have been rigorously ranked, from the least effective to the absolute best, ensuring you can discern between genuinely beneficial options and those that are effectively useless. The number one drink on this esteemed list possesses the remarkable ability to widen your arteries by an astonishing 30%. This isn't a marginal improvement. It represents the critical difference between a hesitant shuffle to the bathroom in the dead of night and the confident stride of someone at ease with their mobility. It's the distinction between feet and legs that are persistently cold and unfeeling, and limbs that function with the vitality they were meant to possess. The most striking revelation, however, is that this potent elixir is likely already present in your kitchen, yet it's probable you're not utilizing it to its full potential. Stay with me, as the information I'm about to share may very well challenge conventional wisdom and even contradict advice you've received from your healthcare provider. By the conclusion of this discussion, you will gain a profound understanding of why your circulation has deteriorated, even when you believed you were adhering to all recommended expert guidelines. To truly grasp the transformative power of this approach, let's delve into the intricate processes occurring within your legs. After the age of 60, a significant physiological shift occurs. Your blood vessels experience a precipitous decline in their ability to produce nitric oxide, dropping by as much as 70%. This isn't a trivial percentage. Nitric oxide is the body's master molecule, a crucial regulator that ensures your arteries remain relaxed and sufficiently wide to allow unimpeded blood flow. In its absence, your blood vessels begin to constrict. They lose their suppleness, narrow considerably, and consequently, the blood struggles to adequately reach extremities like your feet. This phenomenon extends far beyond the mere discomfort of cold toes. A decline in circulation triggers a cascade of detrimental effects throughout the body. Your muscles, deprived of essential oxygen, begin to falter. Waste products accumulate in tissues, accelerating the damage to nerve endings. Perhaps most alarmingly, microscopic clots begin to form within these narrowed vessels. Clots that are imperceptible to the naked eye and undetectable by touch, yet they are present and steadily multiplying each day. The conventional medical approach often involves recommendations such as taking aspirin, increasing physical activity, and elevating your legs. While these measures can offer some degree of relief, they primarily address the symptoms rather than the underlying cause, the body's collapsing nitric oxide production. The critical point is that this decline is not an immutable consequence of aging, it is entirely reversible. However, a foundational understanding of the science is paramount before we can explore the specific drinks that can facilitate this reversal. The key lies in comprehending how certain beverages can actively stimulate your body to reinitiate nitric oxide production. This isn't a mystical or unproven process. It's rooted in basic biochemistry, a principle validated by over 3,000 clinical studies. Essentially, your body metabolizes specific compounds found in these drinks, converting them directly into nitric oxide. Upon entering your bloodstream, nitric oxide initiates a rapid process of vasodilation, the widening of your blood vessels. This process is so effective that your arteries can begin to relax and open up within minutes of consumption. This is the scientific explanation behind the term vasodilation, where your blood vessels transform from constricted, blocked pathways into open highways for blood. When this occurs, the blood flow to your legs can surge by an impressive 40 to 60% in a single day. The immediate benefits are palpable, a noticeable lifting of that heavy, fatigued sensation in your legs, the cessation of unwelcome cramping, and a welcome return of warmth to your feet. Over the subsequent weeks, the regenerative healing process truly takes hold. New capillaries begin to form, nerve function sees marked improvement, and crucially, your risk of falls is significantly mitigated. However, it is imperative to understand that not all beverages marketed for circulation enhancement are created equal. Some are outright fraudulent, designed to prey on desperation. Others may offer marginal benefits but come with a host of potentially dangerous side effects. A select few, however, are true game changers, offering profound effects at a remarkably low cost, often mere pennies per serving. I have dedicated the past 6 months to meticulously reviewing the scientific literature on this subject, consulting with leading vascular surgeons, and personally testing these various drinks. Now I am prepared to present my comprehensive ranking of all 10, commencing with those that offer the least significant impact. Let's begin our exploration with number 10 on the list, regular water. While seemingly obvious, plain water is a fundamental necessity for life and for maintaining bodily functions, including circulation. Dehydration can indeed lead to thicker blood, which in turn impedes blood flow. However, the unvarnished truth is that for individuals over 60, relying on water alone to significantly improve circulation is largely ineffective. Scientific research, such as a study published in the Journal of Applied Physiology, found that while hydration did improve blood flow in older adults, the increase was only a modest 8%. This increment is simply insufficient to counteract the substantial 70% loss of nitric oxide production that often characterizes aging. The core issue is straightforward. Water, in its pure form, lacks the essential nitrate compounds required to trigger vasodilation. It can maintain baseline bodily functions, but cannot actively enhance circulatory performance. To draw an analogy, think of water as a crucial maintenance task that prevents your car from breaking down, rather than a component that actually improves its speed or efficiency. While drinking an adequate amount of water, ideally around 8 glasses a day, is absolutely vital, it should not be mistaken for a definitive solution to circulatory problems. It forms the foundational element of health, but not the complete remedy. For its essential yet limited role, water scores a 2 out of 10, acknowledged as necessary but insufficient. Moving on to number 9, green tea. Green tea consistently receives a great deal of attention for its perceived health benefits, and indeed, it contains catechins that are known to positively influence vascular function. However, when specifically addressing leg circulation in older adults, its impact is notably minimal. Research indicates that green tea can enhance flow-mediated dilation by approximately 12%, which is an improvement over plain water, but still falls short of being truly impactful. The reason for this limited effect lies in the slow-acting nature of catechins. They work gradually, improving endothelial function over a period of months rather than hours. Furthermore, there's a significant timing component to consider. For green tea to yield benefits for circulation, it requires consistent daily consumption for an extended period, typically 8 to 12 weeks. Missing even a few days can negate the accumulated advantages. Additionally, the caffeine present in green tea can, in some individuals, induce vasoconstriction, effectively counteracting the desired outcome of widening blood vessels. While green tea offers numerous other health advantages, including antioxidant, Properties, metabolism enhancement, and cognitive benefits, its direct and rapid impact on leg circulation for those over 60 is not substantial enough to warrant a higher ranking. It is also worth noting that many individuals consume green tea incorrectly. Using boiling water, for instance, can destroy up to 50% of its beneficial catechins. The ideal water temperature is a maximum of 170 degrees Fahrenheit. Consequently, green tea receives a score of 3 out of 10 for its modest benefits and slow, inconsistent results. At number 8, we encounter tart cherry juice. This is where we begin to see more promising effects. Tart cherry juice is rich in anthocyanins, potent compounds known for their ability to reduce arterial stiffness. A study published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition demonstrated that consuming tart cherry juice led to an 18% improvement in blood flow after 12 weeks. The anthocyanins work by reducing inflammation within the walls of the blood vessels, allowing them to relax and expand more readily. However, a significant drawback presents itself. Tart cherry juice is laden with sugar. A single cup can contain as much as 30 grams of sugar, which can trigger insulin spikes and, in the short term, actually impair circulation. This creates a situation where you might be taking one step forward in terms of vascular health while taking 2 steps back due to the glycemic impact. Furthermore, it can be quite expensive. High-quality tart cherry juice can cost around $8 per bottle, translating to a monthly expense of approximately $50 if consumed daily. The verdict on tart cherry juice is that while it does offer circulatory benefits, its effects are slow to manifest, and its high sugar content makes it a potentially risky choice, particularly for individuals with diabetes or prediabetes, conditions prevalent among the over 60 population. If you choose to incorporate it, it is advisable to dilute it, perhaps with a ratio of 1 part juice to 3 parts water, and to consume it only in the morning to minimize its impact on blood sugar levels. It earns a score of 4 out of 10 due to its effectiveness, but significant drawbacks. Nearing the midpoint of our list, at number 7, is pomegranate juice. Pomegranate juice demonstrates even greater efficacy than tart cherry juice. It is packed with punicalagins, which are powerful antioxidants that protect nitric oxide from premature breakdown. Scientific research has shown that pomegranate juice increased blood flow by 22% in older adults after a 4-week period, a significant improvement. One notable study even reported a 30% reduction in arterial plaque buildup over the course of a year. The mechanism is particularly clever. Rather than solely promoting the production of nitric oxide, pomegranate juice helps preserve the nitric oxide your body already possesses, preventing free radicals from degrading it. However, we encounter the familiar challenge of sugar content. Pomegranate juice contains even more sugar than tart cherry juice, often exceeding 32 grams per cup. It is also prohibitively expensive, with bottles typically costing between $12 and $15. The conclusion here is that pomegranate juice is effective, especially if you can manage the cost and the sugar load. However, superior options, available at a fraction of the price, are ranked higher on this list. If you do opt for pomegranate juice, ensure you purchase the pure, unsweetened variety and dilute it substantially. It receives a score of 5 out of 10 for being effective but expensive and sugary. Number 6, we find cocoa drink. Beverages made from pure cocoa powder, specifically dark chocolate drinks, are legitimate circulation boosters. The flavanols present in cocoa are instrumental in significantly increasing nitric oxide production. A meta-analysis involving 42 studies confirmed that cocoa consumption led to an average improvement in blood flow of 24%. The most compelling aspect is the speed of its effect. Within just 2 hours of drinking it, you can begin to experience tangible benefits, such as a warming sensation in your legs and a reduction in tingling. The key to unlocking these benefits lies in proper preparation. We are not referring to commercially available hot chocolate packets, which are often loaded with sugar. Instead, the focus is on pure, unsweetened cocoa powder mixed with hot water or milk. The optimal daily intake is between 20 to 30 grams of cocoa powder, providing approximately 500 to 700 milligrams of flavanols, which falls within the therapeutic range. The primary challenge is the taste. Without any sweetener, it can be quite bitter. However, Adding sugar or honey negates the benefits by reintroducing the sugar problem encountered with juices. My recommended solution is to use a small amount of stevia or monk fruit sweetener. This allows you to enjoy the circulation-enhancing properties without impacting your blood sugar levels. Cocoa Drink scores a 6 out of 10 for being highly effective when prepared correctly. Entering the top tier of our ranking at number 5 is watermelon juice. Watermelon juice is a veritable powerhouse when it comes to nitric oxide production, and the reason is its exceptionally high content of L-citrulline. L-citrulline is an amino acid that your body efficiently converts into nitric oxide. Watermelon boasts a higher concentration of this amino acid than almost any other food source. A single 16-ounce glass can provide approximately 1,000 milligrams of L-citrulline. Scientific studies have demonstrated that watermelon juice can improve arterial function by 28% after just 6 weeks of consumption. Furthermore, it has been shown to significantly lower blood pressure and reduce arterial stiffness. Its impact on leg circulation is particularly remarkable, with individuals reporting a warming sensation in their feet within 3 hours of consumption and a noticeable decrease in leg heaviness and achiness within a week. A distinct advantage over other juices is watermelon's lower glycemic load. While it does contain natural sugars, these are counterbalanced by its high water content and fiber. The primary challenge with watermelon juice is its availability. Freshly juiced watermelon is a seasonal indulgence, and relying on whole watermelons year-round can become expensive and inconvenient. However, if you can access it, watermelon juice is undoubtedly a top 5 circulation-boosting drink. It earns a score of 7 out of 10 for its excellent results, albeit with limited availability. At number 4, we have a surprisingly potent and often overlooked option, hibiscus tea. This vibrant beverage is criminally underrated in its circulatory benefits. Hibiscus is rich in organic acids and anthocyanins, which contribute to lowering blood pressure and improving blood flow. However, its true magic lies in its profound impact on endothelial function, the health of the inner lining of your blood vessels, which is crucial for circulation. A 6-week study revealed that hibiscus tea intake led to an 11-point reduction in blood pressure and a significant 31% improvement in blood flow. The speed of its effects is also impressive, with many individuals reporting noticeable improvements within just 10 days, including a reduction in cramping and a fading of numbness. Furthermore, it is remarkably affordable, with a box of tea bags costing around $3 and lasting for a month. To prepare it, steep 2 hibiscus tea bags in hot water for 10 minutes and consume it twice daily, in the morning and evening. The taste is tart, reminiscent of cranberry. If sweetness is desired, a small amount of stevia can be added. The only caveat to consider is that hibiscus tea can significantly lower blood pressure, so if you are already on medication for hypertension, it is essential to consult your doctor before incorporating it heavily into your diet. Hibiscus tea scores an 8 out of 10 for being powerful, affordable, and fast-acting. Claiming the number 3 spot is celery juice. While celery juice experienced a surge in popularity a few years ago, with many claims being exaggerated, its benefits for circulation are genuinely significant. Celery is exceptionally rich in natural nitrates, which your body ingeniously converts into nitric oxide through a 2-step process initiated in your mouth. The bacteria present on your tongue first transform the nitrates into nitrites. Subsequently, your stomach acid facilitates the conversion of nitrites into nitric oxide. A 16-ounce glass of fresh celery juice can deliver approximately 250 milligrams of nitrates, a sufficient amount to boost blood flow by 35% to 40% within 3 hours. Athletes have long utilized celery juice to enhance performance, but its efficacy extends equally to older adults seeking to revitalize their leg circulation. Scientific evidence supports this, with research published in the Hypertension Journal indicating that dietary nitrates derived from vegetables are more effective in improving circulation than synthetic supplements. Freshly juiced celery is optimal, and you will typically need 4 to 5 large stalks to produce 1 glass. For maximum absorption, it is best consumed on an empty stomach first thing in the morning. The taste is an acquired one, often described as salty, earthy, and distinctly green, not universally pleasant. However, for those serious about addressing their circulation issues, it is a tolerance worth cultivating. Celery juice receives a score of 8.5 out of 10 for its extreme effectiveness despite its polarizing taste and the requirement for a juicer. At number 2, we have the arugula smoothie. Arugula stands out as the richest natural source of dietary nitrates available, surpassing virtually every other vegetable on a pound-for-pound basis. Just 2 cups of arugula can provide around 480 milligrams of nitrates, a substantial amount. By blending arugula into a smoothie, particularly with fruits to temper its peppery notes, you create a potent circulation supercharger. Studies have shown that nitrate-rich leafy greens can improve blood flow by 42% after just 2 weeks of consistent consumption. My recommended recipe involves combining 2 cups of arugula, 1 cup of blueberries, half a banana, and 1 cup of unsweetened almond milk. Blend until smooth and consume immediately as nitrates degrade quickly after blending. The impact on leg circulation is dramatic, with individuals reporting significantly reduced cramping, warmer feet, and improved walking endurance within a week. Within a month, visible improvements in the color and texture of the skin on the legs can be observed. The only reason this is not ranked number 1 is its practical consideration. Not everyone desires to drink a green smoothie daily, and it requires regular preparation and access to fresh arugula. However, if you commit to this routine, its effectiveness rivals that of many prescription medications for circulation issues. It scores a 9 out of 10 for its extreme power, necessitating a daily commitment. And now, the undisputed champion, ranking number 1, beetroot juice. Beetroot juice is the absolute pinnacle of circulation-boosting beverages, earning its title as the king of these natural remedies. Beets contain the highest concentration of dietary nitrates in a readily drinkable form. An 8-ounce glass of pure beetroot juice delivers approximately 300 to 400 milligrams of nitrates, depending on the specific beets used. Your body converts these nitrates into nitric oxide with remarkable efficiency, leading to a 30 to 50% increase in blood flow within 2 to 3 hours. Extensive studies utilizing flow-mediated dilation tests, blood pressure measurements, and arterial stiffness assessments have rigorously validated these findings. What sets beetroot juice apart is its rapid onset of action coupled with sustained effects. Unlike some beverages that provide only a temporary boost, beetroot juice facilitates lasting improvements in vascular function. A landmark study published in the Journal of Applied Physiology found that older adults who consumed beetroot juice daily for 15 days experienced a 45% improvement in leg blood flow, a 38% reduction in arterial stiffness, a 22% improvement in walking endurance, and a significant decrease in claudication pain. Individuals report feeling increased warmth in their legs within hours, the cessation of cramping within days, and within 2 weeks, a life-altering difference in their mobility. To maximize its benefits, consume 8 ounces of pure beetroot juice every morning on an empty stomach. This is crucial for optimal absorption. Opt for pure pressed beet juice with no added ingredients. Most grocery stores now carry it, typically priced between $6 and $8 per bottle. Alternatively, if you own a juicer, you can make your own by juicing about 4 medium beets to yield 8 ounces of juice. The taste is earthy and sweet. While some find it delicious, others tolerate it due to the extraordinary results. A minor, harmless side effect to be aware of is that your urine may turn pink. This is known as beeturia and occurs in about 10 to 15% of people. Another point to note is that beets contain oxalates, so individuals with a history of kidney stones should consult their doctor before consuming beetroot juice. However, for the vast majority of individuals over 60 struggling with leg circulation, beetroot juice stands as the single most effective beverage available. It earns a perfect score of 10 out of 10 for maximum effectiveness, proven results, and affordability. Now, let's discuss how to effectively integrate these findings into your daily routine for optimal results. Begin your day every morning by consuming 8 ounces of beetroot juice on an empty stomach. This forms the bedrock of your improved circulation strategy. In the afternoon, to further accelerate your progress, consider incorporating either hibiscus tea or celery juice. You do not need to consume both. Select one and remain consistent. For those seeking the absolute maximum impact, rotate in the arugula smoothie 3 to 4 times per week. The effects of this consistent approach will be swift. Within 3 days, you will likely feel a noticeable warmth returning to your legs. Within a week, the prevalence of leg cramping will diminish. By the 2-week mark, you should observe improved walking ability and a reduced risk of falls. Within a month, your circulation will have improved so dramatically that your physician will likely be surprised during your next checkup. The paramount factor is consistency. Consuming beetroot juice for a mere 3 days will not yield permanent results. This is a habit that requires daily dedication, akin to brushing your teeth or taking prescribed medications. The significant advantage here is that this approach is proven to work and costs approximately $30 per month, a stark contrast to prescription medications that can cost hundreds of dollars and carry extensive lists of potential side effects. It is vital to avoid several critical errors that can undermine your efforts. Firstly, do not consume these drinks immediately before or with meals. For maximum nitrate absorption, it is essential to have them on an empty stomach. Wait at least 30 minutes before eating. Secondly, avoid using mouthwash immediately after consuming nitrate-rich beverages. Mouthwash eradicates the beneficial bacteria in your mouth responsible for converting nitrates into nitrites, thereby negating the positive effects. Thirdly, do not expect instantaneous miracles. While you will likely experience some rapid improvements, complete vascular healing and restoration takes several weeks. Fourthly, never discontinue your prescribed medications without first consulting your doctor. While these natural drinks support circulation, any major adjustments to your medical regimen must be supervised by a healthcare professional. Finally, steer clear of processed, sugar-laden versions of these beverages. Purity is paramount. Always read labels meticulously and avoid products with added sugars, preservatives, or artificial ingredients. Ultimately, this is about addressing a fundamental need of your body. Your body possesses an inherent capacity to heal, and your blood vessels are designed to function optimally, but they require the correct raw materials. For decades, the narrative has been that declining circulation is an inevitable consequence of aging, a notion that is demonstrably false. It is preventable and, crucially, reversible, but it requires providing your body with what it needs. These drinks offer concentrated doses of the precise compounds your vascular system requires to produce nitric oxide. You are not battling aging. You are correcting a nutritional deficiency that has become prevalent in modern diets. Your ancestors consumed beets, leafy greens, and a variety of vegetables rich in natural nitrates. In contemporary society, our diets have shifted dramatically, often stripped of these vital compounds, leading us to question why our circulation deteriorates significantly after the age of 60. You are not fundamentally broken. Your diet is. By rectifying your diet, you can fix your circulation. Therefore, I present you with a challenge. Commit to drinking beetroot juice every morning for a period of 30 days. Simply 30 days. Diligently track how you feel during this time. Observe the warmth returning to your legs, note the disappearance of cramping, and pay attention to improvements in your walking endurance. Take a photograph of your legs today and another after 30 days. You will likely see visible differences in skin color and a reduction in swelling. This approach is scientifically sound and the results are unequivocally real, but it requires your active participation. Your circulation will not spontaneously improve. These beverages represent your accessible and effective solution. Begin tomorrow morning. 8 ounces of beetroot juice on an empty stomach for 30 days. Your legs will thank you, your mobility will thank you, and your newfound independence will thank you. Let's embark on this journey to revitalize your circulation starting now.